right. I got Clyde Frazier here with me. Congratulations, man. I mean, you are the first player to win the Gowdy Award. You're a two-time enshrinee. How about that?
Two-time Hall of Famer with something I never envisioned.
It's unbelievable.
Obviously, as a player, I was hoping maybe one day, but as a broadcaster, when I took the job, I needed money.
Yeah.
So,
didn't we all? Yeah, I hear you.
So I never saw that coming, but I remember from the first time I did a game, I go, man, I like this job.
Yeah.
And I just knew I had to improve my vocabulary because I was kind of intimidated that people would ask me something and I couldn't articulate it.
Really?
So once I got that, I gained confidence.
Yeah.
And every game I try to do the perfect game, which of course you can't do, but that was a catalyst for me. And then been in the mecca for everything, New York City, New York Knicks, the most critical fans and all of that really catapulted me to this magnificent honor.
It's amazing. So congratulations, of course. You're working with obviously another Hall of Famer, right? The great Mike Breen. Mike, good friend of mine. So, together we're part of this small fraternity of Gowdy Award winners, man. I'm proud to be in.
Mike was the recipient last year.
Last year, I know.
So
I know.
Now lightning striking twice in the same place.
Tell me
Hall of Famers working together.
It's amazing. And you guys are so great together, obviously. Going from player to broadcaster in the same organization, I know a lot of players do that, former players, but for you, how was that transition?
Well,
you had to criticize the organization.
Well, there's a transition when you retire from the game. There's a transition.
Sure.
I would say 60% of the guys never really have a happy retirement.
No.
So I went through that too for 3 or 4 years. I never followed the game. I was sort of burned out. And ironically, when I was inducted to the Basketball Hall of Fame, I was doing a series of interviews, and then that's when the Knicks approached me.
No way, really?
About
that's
perhaps
funny.
doing some radio and TV.
I guess you did pretty good at those interviews, right? Well, I got to ask you about our mutual friend, one of the great people I've ever met in my life, the great Phil Jackson. I mean, obviously you played with Phil, won championships with him. Are you in touch with Phil these days?
On Zoom.
Yeah, on Zoom. I know. He's not leaving. He's not leaving his
I actually saw him
beautiful
out in
place.
Montana. He lives out in Montana.
Did you go out and visit?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so great.
Bradley. It was Bill Bradley, Phil Jackson, Jerry Lucas, Dick Barnett, and myself.
What a reunion that must have been. He seems happy. He's got like 27 grandchildren or something.
Yeah,
I don't know what's.
But he said he has no ball players. He goes, no, they're all students. I'm not going to let him play ball, he says.
I'll be remiss if I don't ask you this question, because you remember when Phil was injured and you guys won the championship, and Red Holtzman made him an assistant coach, so to speak, on the bench.
Right.
George Kalinsky, who you know and love, right? Our good friend George Kalinsky, another Gowdy winner, gave Phil a camera that year. I mean, you're aware of this, right? And he got Willis getting the shot and the whole thing, right? Have you ever seen any of those pictures that Phil took, other than in the book that they published?
Yeah, no, only just in the book when I heard the story.
Yeah.
And the same thing with his coaching. Holtzman had him keeping certain stats when he was injured that year. So, So he turned some adversity into grandeur.
Yeah, it's amazing how things happen, and your season is done as a player, but yet you get that opportunity, which is pretty amazing. So, listen, Clyde, great to have you, man. I mean, I was a fan. I don't even want to say when I was a kid, because I grew up in New York. I'm a Brooklyn guy. Used to go to Knicks games, so it's so great to talk to you.
I wear these babies every day.
That's beautiful.
Symbolic of a perfect season.
I love it.
Yeah. But we personified team. You can't mention Frazier without Bradley, DeBush, and
man.
And so we're still very close in the group, and fans will be happy to hear that.
And and there's nothing like going in the Garden for a game. I mean, the Garden still has that mystique, but as a kid going in there.
3 or 4 points to us at the Garden.
There you go. That's great. Well, I'll see you during the season, I'm sure. So thanks for stopping by, man. Thank you.